It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Next on Madden Football.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kwai Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
No score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From midfield now, Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 40 yards. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early. So a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man, but he was entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
First down throw for Mills. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. Again, he finds Moore. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Mills to the air again. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mills to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Mills back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Mills, fourth down, gotta have it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Mills to throw for it on 4th. Into the hands of Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Mills. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mills looking to throw it. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, the offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on